Law number 6 is to court attention at all cost. In the pursuit of success, it is essential to court attention and stand out from the crowd. The way you present yourself and the image you create will determine how others perceive you. Don't shy away from controversy or notoriety. In fact, embrace it, for any form of attention holds power. It is better to be slandered and attacked than to be ignored. P.T. Barnum, a renowned showman from the 19th century, understood the importance of notoriety. Early in his career, Barnum found himself in a dangerous situation when a crowd mistook him for a notorious murderer. Although he managed to escape unharmed, he realized the impact of the incident. His boss explained that notoriety was the key to success, and indeed, the town couldn't stop talking about the incident, resulting in packed performances for the circus. Barnum's own ventures included the creation of the American Museum in New York, a collection of curiosities. He employed clever tactics to draw attention to his museum, such as a man laying bricks on the streets, attracting hundreds of curious onlookers. Each time the man returned to the museum, people followed him, purchasing tickets to keep watching. Even though the police eventually intervened due to the disruption caused by the crowd, Barnum had succeeded in drawing thousands of visitors to his museum. He didn't stop there. Barnum used deceptive strategies to attract visitors. He advertised free concerts by hiring terrible musicians, causing people to seek refuge inside the museum to escape the noise. He also showcased Joyce Haight, a woman he claimed was 161 years old and had been George Washington's nurse. When interest dwindled, he spread a rumor that she was an automaton, sparking renewed curiosity from those who had seen her and attracting new visitors. Barnum's most famous hoax was the Fiji mermaid, a creature purportedly captured in the Fiji Islands. He planted articles in newspapers, circulated woodcut prints of mermaids, and ignited a national debate on the existence of these mythical creatures. People flocked to see the Fiji mermaid, and the debate surrounding it brought even more attention to Barnum's museum. During a European tour, Barnum introduced General Tom Thumb, a 5-year-old dwarf whom he claimed was an 11-year-old English boy with exceptional talents. His name became so renowned that Queen Victoria herself requested a private audience with Barnum and the young performer. Despite ridicule from the English press, Barnum's ability to captivate attention earned him respect from the Queen. Barnum's approach to attracting attention was clear: create a crowd by doing something unusual or curious. Any form of curiosity would serve the purpose, as crowds are magnetically drawn to the unusual and inexplicable. Once you have their attention, never let it go. Barnum would go to great lengths to steal attention from his competitors, recognizing its immense value. At the beginning of your ascent to success, focus all your energy on attracting attention. It doesn't matter if the attention is positive or negative, what matters is that your name is in the spotlight. Even if your work is criticized or attacked, embrace it, for attention is the driving force behind your success. Being ignored is the worst fate for someone seeking fame, glory, and power. The key to gaining power and attracting attention is to burn more brightly than those around you. This skill is not innate, it must be learned. To establish yourself in the early stages of your career, you must create a unique image or characteristic that sets you apart from others. This could be an unconventional style of dress or a personality quirk that captures people's interest and gets them talking about you. Once this image is established, you have a place in the spotlight. Contrary to common belief, it is not a bad thing to court controversy and be attacked. In fact, all forms of attention work in your favor. Take the example of the Duc de Lauzun, who gained immense attention and favor from King Louis XIV despite his insolent behavior and scandalous actions. People are fascinated by larger-than-life figures who stand above the mediocrity of everyday life. Embrace the qualities that make you unique and draw attention to yourself, even if it means courting scandal. Thomas Edison, the great scientist, understood the importance of remaining in the public eye at any cost. He not only focused on his inventions, but also how he presented to the public, always seeking attention and outshining his rival Nikola Tesla. Edison used visually stunning experiments and talked about future inventions, even if he had no intention of pursuing them. He constantly worked to ensure that his name was more widely known and recognized. If you find yourself in a position with limited opportunities to attract attention, one good trick is to attack the most visible and powerful person you can find. This can immediately put you in the public eye. However, it is important to use such tactics sparingly and adapt your approach once you have the public's attention to avoid wearing thin. To maintain the spotlight, you must constantly renew and vary your method of courting attention. If you become too predictable or familiar, the public will grow tired and move on to someone new. Pablo Picasso, for example, deliberately upset the public with new and unexpected series of paintings to keep them engaged and interested. People feel superior to those whose actions they can predict, so playing against their expectations both gains their respect and tightens your hold on their attention. Creating an air of mystery is also a powerful tool to draw attention. In a world that is becoming increasingly banal and predictable, anything enigmatic instantly captures interest. Keep your actions and intentions somewhat obscured, not showing all your cards. This creates anticipation and curiosity, making people watch and pay attention to see what you will do next. Use mystery to beguile, seduce, and even frighten when necessary. Now let's take a look at a fascinating story about Mata Hari. In the early 1900s, rumors began to circulate in Paris about a young Oriental girl named Mata Hari who captivated audiences with her exotic dances. Mata Hari would perform in a salon filled with Indian statues and relics, dressed in a striking costume that revealed as much as it concealed. Her unique style of dancing, inspired by Indian mythology and Javanese folk tales, fascinated the cream of Parisian society and even attracted ambassadors from distant lands. Rumors spread that Mata Hari performed sacred dances in the nude, adding to her allure. Mata Hari, in her interviews, presented different versions of her origins, claiming Dutch heritage but also mentioning growing up in Java, spending time in India, and acquiring skills in sacred Hindu dances. Journalists were intrigued by her enigmatic persona and drew comparisons to Indian goddesses and figures from literature. Despite the public's limited exposure to her actual performances, Mata Hari's name became widely known and she achieved cult-like fame. In August 1905, Mata Hari performed for the first time in public, causing a riot due to the overwhelming crowd. Her fame extended beyond Paris, and she received invitations to perform in Berlin, Vienna, and Milan. She became a sought-after figure in high social circles and enjoyed financial independence rarely afforded to women at the time. However, near the end of World War I, she was arrested, accused of being a German spy, and ultimately executed. It was during her trial that the truth about Mata Hari's background emerged. Her real name was Margaretha Zell, and she hailed from Friesland, Holland. Contrary to the image she projected, she had no Eastern heritage and had fabricated much of her backstory. Margaretha Zell's arrival in Paris with little money was not uncommon for many young women seeking opportunities. However, she aspired to more than fleeting success as an artist's model or vaudeville performer. She recognized the importance of creating an air of mystery around herself, knowing that it was not just her dance skills or physical appearance that mattered, but the intrigue she could generate. Mata Hari constantly changed her costumes, dances, and stories, leaving the public in constant anticipation and curiosity. Her ability to cultivate an aura of mystery separated her from others and earned her fame and wealth. In a world that has become familiar and predictable, the power of mystery is undeniable. It appeals to our innate desire for enigmas, things that cannot be easily understood or consumed. By cultivating an air of mystery, we can captivate attention, spark imagination, and create an aura of fascination. You don't need grand gestures to be mysterious. In fact, subtlety is often more effective. Most people are upfront and transparent, making it easy to read them like an open book. By contrast, if you hold back, maintain silence, and occasionally utter ambiguous phrases, you will emit an aura of mystery that intrigues those around you. People will be drawn to interpret your actions and words, magnifying the allure of your enigmatic presence. Artists and con artists alike understand the power of mystery in attracting interest. Count Victor Lustig, a renowned swindler, mastered the art of creating intrigue. He engaged in unconventional activities, dressed oddly, and behaved mysteriously. By doing so, he piqued curiosity and garnered attention. Lustig's mysterious persona allowed him to effortlessly deceive and manipulate others, who were too captivated by his enigma to notice his true intentions. Mystery can also elevate mediocrity to greatness. Mata Hari, an average-looking woman, became a renowned dancer by enveloping herself in an air of mystery. By revealing little about her work, making contradictory comments, and leaving others to interpret her art, she instantly became more intriguing and captivating. Leaders and powerful figures understand that an aura of mystery commands attention and creates an intimidating presence. Mao Zedong, for example, deliberately cultivated an enigmatic image. His contradictory actions and words ensured that no one, not even his own wife, could claim to understand him fully. This perpetual uncertainty kept the public enthralled and eager to witness his next move. If circumstances prevent you from completely embodying mystery, you can still make yourself less obvious. Occasionally act in a way that contradicts others' perception of you, keeping them on the defensive and drawing attention that empowers you. When trapped or cornered, try a simple experiment. Engage in an action that defies easy explanation or interpretation. Create a scene that puzzles and terrifies your opponents, leaving them unable to comprehend your motives. This tactic, known as the feigned madness of Hamlet, instills fear and uncertainty, making your forces appear larger and more intimidating. Incorporating mystery into your demeanor and actions adds a layer of intrigue and captivation. It is a powerful tool that allows you to control attention, command respect, and inspire awe. Remember the allure of the unknown and embrace the enigmatic, for it holds the keys to power. As you climb higher in your pursuit of success, the tactics you use to attract attention must constantly adapt. Avoid wearing out the public with the same approach. While an air of mystery can be powerful in establishing your presence, it should be measured and under control. Mata Hari's excessive fabrications, although false, made her appear suspicious and untrustworthy. Ensure that your air of mystery remains playful and non-threatening. Recognize when it goes too far and pull back before it transforms into a reputation for deceit. There are moments when the need for attention should be deferred, particularly when scandal and notoriety would be detrimental. Be mindful not to offend or challenge the reputation of those above you, especially if they are secure. Knowing when to draw notice and when to withdraw is an art to master. Lola Montez, a woman who rose from a middle-class background to becoming the lover of Franz Liszt and the mistress of King Ludwig of Bavaria, was an expert in attracting attention. However, in her later years, she lost her sense of proportion. During a performance of Macbeth in London, where the Queen and other important figures were present, Lola Montez made a grand entrance after the Queen had arrived. She wore extravagant attire and commanded attention. Yet, her bold move backfired. The royal couple deliberately ignored her, and from that point on, fashionable society shunned her. People fled from her sight, and her future in England was ruined. This is the result of trying to exceed the most powerful people that hold your future in their hands. Key takeaways. In summary, to achieve success, one must court attention at all costs. Standing out from the crowd and creating a captivating image is crucial. Embrace controversy and notoriety, as any form of attention holds power. Learn from P.T. Barnum's experiences and tactics, and understand that once you have people's attention, you must never let it go. Attention, whether positive or negative, is the key ingredient for success in your pursuit of fame, glory, and power. Remember, in the pursuit of power, it is crucial to shine brightly, court controversy, and stand out from the crowd. Embrace the qualities that set you apart, constantly renew your approach, and maintain an air of mystery to captivate and retain attention. Mystery has a captivating effect on people as it invites interpretation and leaves them wanting more. Mata Hari's enigmatic nature and her ability to elude complete understanding gave her power and sustained her fame. The elusive and ungraspable nature of the mysterious generates an enduring fascination. Avoid appearing overly desperate for attention, as it reveals insecurity and drives power away. Understand that there are moments when it is not in your best interest to be the center of attention. When in the presence of high-ranking individuals like kings or queens, show respect, bow, and retreat to the shadows. Never engage in competition for attention. What about you though? How far have you tried to pull attention to yourself? Share your experience in the comments so others can learn from you too. Don't forget to subscribe and catch you in the next video.